shall we three meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won, that will be ere the set of sun.
Where the place?
Upon the heath, there, to meet with Macbeth!
I come, Grey Malkin.
Haddock calls, anon.
Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and fill the air.
What bloody man is that? He can report, as seemeth by his light, the revolt of the new estate.
This is the sergeant, who like a good and hardy soldier fought against my captivity. Hail, brave friend, say to the king the knowledge of the broil, as thou didst leave it.
Doubtful. It stood the merciless MacDonald from the western isles of kerns and gallow glasses supplied, and fortune on his damned quarrel smiling shone like a rubble's babe, but all's too weak for brave Macbeth. Well, he deserves that name. Disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smoked with bloody execution like valor's minion, carved out his passage till he unseamed him from the nave to the chops, and fixed his head upon our battlements.
Oh, valiant cousin, worthy gentleman.
As whence the sun gins his reflection, shipwreck and storms and direful thunders break, so from the spring whence comfort seemed to come, discomfort swells. Mark, King of Scotland, Mark, no sooner justice had with valor armed compelled these skipping kerns to trust their heels, but the Norwegian lord, surveying vantage with furbished arms and new supplies of men, began a fresh assault.
Dismayed not this our captains, Macbeth and Banquo?
Yes. As sparrows, eagles, or the hare, the lion. If I say sooth, I must report they were as cannons overcharged with double cracks, so that they doubly redoubled strokes upon the foe. Except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds or memorize another Golgotha. I cannot tell, but oh, I'm faint! My gashes cry for help.
So well thy words become thee as thy doings, nay, smack of honor both. Go, get some surgeons.
Oh, my gashes! Oh.
Who comes here?
The worthy Thane of Ross.
What a haste looks through his eyes. So should he look that seems to speak things strange.
God save the king.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From Fife, great king, where the Noain banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Nor himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by that most disloyal Thane of Cawdor, begin a dismal conflict. Till then, Bellona's bridegroom, lapped in proof, confronted him with self-comparisons. Points against points, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit. And to conclude, victory fell on us.
Great happiness. No more that Thane of Cawdor shall deceive our bosom interest. Go, pronounce his death, and with his former title, greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, noble Macbeth hath won.
Where hast thou been, sister?
Killing swine.
Sister, where thou?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched and munched and munched.
husband's to Aleppo gone, master o' the tiger. But in a sill I'll thither sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and I'll do.
I'll give thee a wind.
That's kind.
And I another.
I myself have all the other, and the very ports they blow, all the quarters that they know in the shipman's card. I'll drain him dry as hay. Sleep shall neither at night nor day hang upon his penthouse lid. He shall live a man forbid. Weary 7 nights, 9 times 9, shall he dwindle, beak and pine. Though his bark cannot be lost, yet it shall be tempest tossed. Look what I have.
Show me.
Here I have a pilot's thumb. Racked as homeward he did come.
A drum, Macbeth doth come. The weird sisters, hand in hand, posters of the sea and land. Thus do go about, thrice to thine, and thrice to mine, and thrice again, to make up 9. Peace! The charms wound up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
A forest called the forest. What are these? So withered and so wild in their attire that look not like the inhabitants of the earth, and yet are on it. Live you, or are you what that man may question? You seem to understand me. You should be women, yet your facade forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Glamis.
All hail Macbeth. Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
All hail Macbeth, that shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that do sound so fair? In the name of truth, are you fantastical? Or that indeed which outwardly you show? My noble partner you greet with present grace and great prediction of noble having and of royal hope. To me you speak not. If you could look into the seeds of time and say which grain will grow and which will not, speak then to me, who neither beg nor fear your favors nor your hate.
Hail,
Hail.
Hail.
lesser than Macbeth, and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt be kings, though thou be young. So, all hail to Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Say, you imperfect speakers, tell me more. I know I am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor? The Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman. And to be king stands not within the prospect of belief. Say from whence you owe this strange intelligence, or why upon this last heath you stop our way with such prophetic greeting. Speak, I charge you!
Whither are they vanished?
Into the air, and what seemed corporal melted has breath into the wind. Would they had stayed.
Were such things here as we do speak about? Or have we eaten on the insane root that keeps the reason prisoner?
Your children shall be kings,
You shall be king,
and Thane of Cawdor too, and did not so?
to the self-same tune in words. Who's here?
The king hath happily received Macbeth, the news of thy success. And when he reads thy personal mention of the rebels' fight, his wonders and praises do contend in viewing over the self-same day. He finds thee in the stout Norwayn ranks, nothing afeard of what thyself didst make. Strange images of death, everyone did bear thy praises in the kingdom's great defense, and pour them down before him.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, only to herald thee to his side, not pay thee.
And, for an earnest of a greater honor, he bade me from him call thee, Thane of Cawdor. In which addition, hail, most worthy Thane, for it is thine.
What? Can the devil speak truth?
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Who was the Thane lives yet, but under heavy judgment bears that life which he deserves to lose. But treason's capital confessed and proved have overthrown him.
Gloms and Thane of Cawdor. The greatest is behind. Thanks for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings, when those that gave the Thane of Cawdor to me promised no less to them?
That, trusted home, might yet enkindle you unto the crown, besides the Thane of Cawdor. But 'tis strange, and oftentimes to win us to our harms, the instruments of darkness tell us truths, win us with honest trifles, to betray us in deepest consequence. Cousins, a word, I pray you.
Two truths are told, as happy prologues to the swelling act of the imperial theme. I thank you, gentlemen. This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. If ill, why hath it given me earnest of success commencing in a truth? I am the Thane of Cawdor. If good, why do I yield to that suggestion, whose horrid image doth unfix my hair and make my seated heart knock at my ribs against the use of nature? Present fears are less than horrible imaginings, and nothing is but what is not.
Look how our partners are wrapped.
If chance should have me king, why, chance may crown me without my stir. Come what come may, time and the hour run through the roughest day.
New honors come upon him, like our strange garments, cleave not to their mold, but with the aid of use. Worthy Macbeth, we stay upon your leisure.
Give me your favor. My dull brain was robbed of things forgotten. Gentlemen, your pains are registered where every day I turn the leaf to read them. Let us toward the king. Think upon what hath chanced, and at the interim having waited, let us speak our free hearts each to other.
Very gladly.
Till then, enough. Come, friends.
His execution done on Cawdor, are not those in commission yet returned?
My liege, they are not yet come back, but I have spoke with one that saw him die, who did report that very frankly confessed his treasons, implored your highness pardon, and set out a deep repentance. Nothing in his life became like the leaving it. He died as one that had been studied in his death to throw away the dearest thing he owed, as it were a careless trifle.
There's no art to find the mind's construction in the face. He was a gentleman with whom I built an absolute trust. Oh, worthiest cousin, the sin of my ingratitude even now is heavy on me. Thou art so far before the swiftest wing of recompense is slow to overtake thee. Only I have left to say, more is I do than more than all can pay.
The service and the loyalty I owe in doing it pays itself. Your highness's part is to receive our duties, which do but what they should by doing everything safe towards your love and honor.
Welcome hither. I've begun to plant thee and will labor to make thee full of growing. Noble Banquo, that hast no less deserved, no less to be known, no less to have done so. Let me enfold thee and hold thee to my heart.
There, if I grow, the harvest is your own.
My plenteous joys, wanton and fullness, seek to hide themselves in drops of sorrow. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and you, whose places are nearest, know we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, who we name the Prince of Cumberland. Which honor must, not unaccompanied, invest him only, but signs of nobleness like stars shall shine on all deservers. From hence to Inverness, and bind us further to you.
The rest is labor which is not used for you. I'll be myself the harbinger and make joyful the hearing of my wife at your approach.
My worthy Cawdor.
The Prince of Cumberland. That is a step on which I must fall down or else o'erleap, for in my way it lies. Stars, hide your fires. Let not light see my dark and deep desires. The eye wink at the hand, yet let that be which the eye fears when it is done to see.
True, worthy Banquo, he is full so valiant, and in his commendations I am fed. It is a banquet to me. Let's after him, whose care has gone before to bid us welcome. It is a peerless kinsman.
report that they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air to which they vanished. Whilst I stood, wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with Hail King that shall be. This I have thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightest not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart, and farewell. Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Though I do fear thy nature, it is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst highly, thou wouldst holily. Wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Thou'd have, great Glamis, that which cries, thus thou must do if thou have it, and that which rather thou dost fear to do than wishes should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirits in thine ear, and chastise with the valor of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round, which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. What is your tidings?
The king comes here tonight.
Thou art mad to say it. Is not thy master with him, who were so would have informed me to preparation?
So please you, it is true. Our Thane is coming. One of my fellows had the speed of him, who, almost dead for breath, scarcely had more than would make up his message.
Give him tendings, he brings great news. The raven himself is hoarse that croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here and fill me from the crown to the toe, top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, that no compunctuous visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers, wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief. Pall thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold. Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than both by the all hail hereafter.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
Oh, never shall sun that morrow see. Your face, my Thane, is a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time. Bear welcome in your hand, your eye, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for. And you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which to all our days and nights to come gives solely sovereign sway and masterdom.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. To alter favor ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me.
Itself unto our gentle senses.
This guest of summer, the temple-hunting martlet, is approved by his blood-mentioned Reeve, but the heaven's breath smells wooingly here. The air is delicate.
See, our honored hostess. The love that falls us sometimes is our trouble, which still we think is love. Herein I teach you how you shall bid God wilderness for your pains and thank us for your troubles.
Oh, all our service, in every point, twice done and then done double, work poor and single business, to contend against those honors deep and broad wherewith your majesty loads our house. We rest your hermits.
Where is the Thane of Cawdor? We coursed him at his heels and had a purpose to be his purveyor, but he rides well, and his great love, sharp as his spur, has helped into his home before us. Fair and noble hostess, we are your guests tonight.
Oh, your servants ever have theirs, themselves, and what is theirs in compt, to make their audit at your highness's pleasure, still to return your own. Give me thy hand.
Conduct me to mine host. We love him highly and shall continue our graces towards him. By your leave, hostess.
done when 'tis done, that 'twere well to run quickly. If the assassination could trammel up the consequence and catch with his surcease success, that with this blow might be the be-all and the end-all here. But here, on this bank and shoal of time, we jump the life to come. But in these cases we still have judgment here, that we but teach bloody instructions, which, being taught, return to plague the inventor. This even-handed justice commends the ingredients of our poisoned chalice to our own lips. He's here in double trust. First, as I am his kinsman and his subject, strong both against the deed. Then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath borne his faculties so meek, hath been so clear in his great office, that his virtues will plead like angels, trumpet-tongued against the deep damnation of his taking off. And pity, like a naked newborn babe striding the blast, or heaven's cherubim horsed upon the sightless couriers of the air, shall blow that horrid deed in every eye, that tears shall drown the wind. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition, which overleaps itself and falls upon the other. How now? What news?
He has almost supped. Why have you left the chamber?
Hath he asked for me?
Know you not? He has.
We will go no further in this business. He hath honored me of late, and I have bought golden opinions from all sorts of people, which would be worn now in their newest gloss, not cast aside so soon.
Was the hope drunk wherein you dressed yourself? Hath it slept since, and wakes it now to look so green and pale at what it did so freely? From this time, such I account thy love. Art thou feared to be the same in thine own act and valor as thou art in desire? Would thou have that which thou esteemest, the ornament of life, and live a coward in thine own esteem, letting I dare not wait upon I would, like the poor cat in the adage?
Prithee, peace. I dare do all that may become man. Who dares do more is none.
What beast was it then that made you break this enterprise to me? When you durst do it, then you were a man. And to be more than what you were, you would be so much more the man. Nor time nor place did then adhere, and yet you would make both. They have made themselves, and that their fitness now does unmake you? I have given suck, and know how tender 'tis to love the babe that milks me. I would, while it was smiling in my face, have plucked my nipple from his boneless gums and dashed the brains out, had I so sworn as you have done to this.
If we should fail.
We fail, but screw your courage to the sticking place and will not fail. When Duncan is asleep, whither to the rather shall his day's hard journey soundly invite him. Will these two chamberlains, will I, with wine and wassail, so convinced that memory, the warder of the brain, shall be a fume, and the receipt of reason a limbeck only. When, in swinish sleep, their drench'd natures lies as in a death, what cannot you and I perform upon the unguarded Duncan? What not put upon his spongy officers, who shall bear the guilt of our great quell?
Bring forth men children only, for thy undaunted metal should compose nothing but males. Will he not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber, that they have done it?
Who dares receive another, as we shall make our griefs and clamors roar upon his death?
I am settled, and bend up each corporal agent to this terrible feat. Away, and mock the time of fairest show. False face must hide what the false heart doth know.
How goes the night, boy?
The moon is down. I have not heard the clock.
She goes down at 12.
I take 'tis later, sir.
Hold. Take my sword. There's husbandry in heaven. Their candles are all out. Take thee that too. A heavy summons lies like lead upon me, and yet I would not sleep. Merciful powers, restrain in me the cursed thoughts that nature gives way to in repose. Give me my sword. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest? The king's abed. He hath been an unusual pleasure, and sent forth great largesse to your offices. This diamond he greets your wife withal, by the name of the most kind hostess, and shut up in measureless content.
Being unprepared, our will became the servant to defect, which else should free have wrought.
All's well. I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters. To you they have showed some truth.
I think not of them. Yet, when we can entreat an hour to serve, we would spend it in some words upon that business.
At your kindest leisure.
You shall cleave to my consent when 'tis. It shall make honor for you.
So I lose none in seeking to augment it, yet still keep my bosom franchise and allegiance clear. I shall be counseled.
Good repose the while.
Thanks, sir. The like to you.
Go bid upon thy mistress. When my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Get thee to bed. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand. Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not, fatal vision, sensible to feeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger of the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heat-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as this, which now I draw. Thou marshalst me the way that I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Mine eyes are made the fools of the other senses, or else worth all the rest. I see thee still, and on thy blade indulge in gouts of blood which was not there before. There's no such thing. It is the bloody business which informs thus to mine eyes. Now, o'er the one-half world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtain of sleep. Witchcraft celebrates pale Hecate's offerings, and withered murder, alarmed by his sentinel wolf, whose howls his watch, thus with his stealthy pace, with ravishing strides towards his design, moves like a ghost. Thou sure and firm set earth, hear not my steps, which way they walk, for fear the very stones will pray to my whereabouts and take the present horror from the time which now suits with it. Thus I threat. He lives. Words to the heat of deeds too cold birth gives. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is a knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
Made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Peace. It was the owl that shrieked. Fatal bellman gives the sternest good night. He is about it. The doors are open, and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with snores. I have drugged their possets that death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's there? What ho?
Alack, I am afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. Hark, I laid their daggers ready, he could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. Oh, my husband.
I've done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
Was I ascended?
I.
Hark! Who lies in the second chamber?
Donalbain.
This is a sorry sight.
Foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
There's one did laugh in his sleep and one cried murder that they did wake each other. I stood and heard them, but they did say their prayers and addressed them again to sleep.
They were two lodged together.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they had seen me with these hangman's hands listening their fear. One could not say amen when they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
But Could I not pronounce amen? I had most repeated blessing and amen stuck in my throat.
These deeds must not be thought after these days, so it will make us mad. Go get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hand. Why did you bring these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go, carry them, and smear the sleepy grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on it again, I dare not.
Infirm of purpose, give me the daggers. The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep. The innocent sleep. Sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care. The death of each day's life. Sore labor's bath. Balm of hurt minds. Great nature's second course. And chief nourisher in life's feast. Still it cried sleep no more to all the house. Glamis hath murdered sleep. And therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more. Macbeth shall sleep no more. Whence is that knocking? How is it with me when every noise appalls me? What hands are these? They pluck out mine eyes. What? Will all great nature's oceans wash this blood clean from my hands? No. This my hands will rather the multitudinous seas incarnadine, making the green one red.
My hands are of your color, but I shame to wear a heart so pure. I hear a knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy it is then. Your constancy hath left you unattended. More knocking. Put on your nightgown, lest occasion call us and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed, 'twere best not know myself. Wake Duncan with thy knocking! I would thou couldst.
Well, here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of Hellgate, he should have old turning the key. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there in the name of Beelzebub? Here's a farmer that hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time, I have napkins enough about you. Here, you'll sweat for it. Come in. Now sit down. I'm pushing your kilt. Come in. Welcome to Elm. Yeah. Make yourself comfortable. Take off your coat. You won't be needing that here. Yeah. Stay a while. Knock, knock. Who's there? In the other devil's name. Faith, here's an equivocator that could swear on both the scales against either scale, who committed treason, and now for God's sake, you could not equivocate to heaven. Oh, come in, equivocator. Here's your punishment. Knock. Who's there? What sinners have come to Hellgate today? Ah, here's a wee lad. He hasn't done his homework. You, sir. Gluttony, I'm afraid. Aye, it's all right, that's me dad. Here's an English tailor come there for stealing out of a French hose. Uh-huh. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock. Keep it quiet. What are you? Harry. What are you? You're thinking, now this is hell. That's me. We used to burn sinners. Now I just make them uncomfortable. Anyone's worse. You're too good for hell. This place is too cold for hell. No, it's a matinee, but wake up, folks. Oh, that'll work it out. Right now. Come on. I thought to have lived in some of all professions, but I go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon! Remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend? He went to bed that you do lie so late.
Faith, sir, we were carousing till the second cup, and drink, sir, is a great provoker of three things.
What three things does drink provoke?
Marry, sir, nose paint, sleep, and urine. Lechery, sir, it provokes and unprovokes. It provokes the desire, but it takes away the performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery. It makes him and it mars him. It sets him on and takes him off. It persuades him and disheartens him. Makes him stand to and not stand to. Just play character. This guy knows what I'm talking about. In conclusion, equivocates him in his sleep and, giving him the lie, leaves him. Wipe the smiles off your faces. It's back to the murders.
Alejandro's awakened. Here he comes.
Good morrow, sir. Good morrow, love.
Is the king stirring, worthy Thane?
No, not yet.
He did command me to call time on him. I have almost slept 3 hours.
I'll bring you to them.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, but yet, this one,
Labor leads a life in physics, Tang. Here is the door.
I make so bold to call for it. 'Tis my limited service.
Goes the king hence today.
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and, as they say, lamentings heard in the air. Strange screams of death, and prophesying with accents terrible, of dire combustion and confused events new hatched to the woeful time. The obscure bird clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverous and did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horrors! Horrors!
nor a heart cannot conceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. Most sacrilegious murder hath broke up the Lord's anointed temple and stole thence the life of the building.
What's this you say? The life?
Can you, his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a new gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See, and then speak yourselves. Awake! Awake! Ring the alarm bell! Murder and treason! Banquo and Donalbain! Malcolm, awake! Shake off this downy sleep, death's counterfeit, and see on death itself! Ring the bell!
The business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley the sleepers of this house. Speak, speak!
Oh, gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I must speak. Such repetition on a woman's ear would murder as it fell. Oh, Banquo, our royal master's murdered.
Whoa, alas, what, in our house?
Dear John, I pray thee, contradict thyself and say it is not so.
I but died an hour before this chance. I had lived a blessed time. For from this instant, there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys. Renown in grace is dead. The wine of life is drawn, and mere lees are left this vault to brag of.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know it. The spring, the head, the fountain of your blood is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father's murdered.
Oh. By whom?
Those of his chamber, it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers, which, unwiped, we found upon their pillows. They stirred and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh, yet I do repent me in my fury that I did kill them.
Whence for did you so?
Who can be wise, amazed, temperate and furious, loyal and neutral in a moment? No man. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood. Here the murderers, steeped in the colors of their trade, their daggers unmannerly breached with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love and courage to make his love known?
Help me, hence, help!
Look to the lady.
Why do we hold our tongues that most may claim this argument for ours?
What should be spoken here? Where fate may rush and seize us? Let's away our tears and all your brood.
Put not our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady, and let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work to know it further.
Let's briefly put on manly readiness and meet in the hall together.
Well contented. What will you do? Let's not consort with them. To show an unfelt sorrow is an office in which the false man does easy. Out to England.
To Ireland our separate fortune shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there's daggers and then smiles. The nearer blood, the nearer blade.
This murderous shaft that shot has not yet lighted, and our safest ways to avoid the end. Therefore to horse, and let us not be dainty with our leave-taking. There's honor in that theft, which steals itself and there's no mercy left.
Rescore and 10 I can remember well, during the volume of which time I can recall hours dreadful and things strange, but this past night hath trifled former knowings.
By the clock 'tis day, yet the dark night strangles the traveling lamp. Is the night's predominant to the day's shame that darkness does the face of earth entomb when the living light should kiss it?
'Tis unnatural, even like the deed that's done. On Tuesday last, a falcon towering in her pride of place was by a mousing owl hawked at and killed.
And Duncan's horses, a thing most strange and certain, beauteous and swift they turned wild in nature, broke their stalls, flung out, contending against obedience as if they would make war with mankind.
'Tis said they eat each other?
They did so, to the amazement of mine eyes that looked upon it. Oh, here comes the good Macduff. How goes the world, sir, now?
I see you not.
Is it known who's done this more than bloody deed?
Those Macbeth had slain.
Alas the day. What
Forward. Malcolm and Donalbain, the king's two sons, are stolen away and fled. This puts upon them suspicion of the deed.
Against nature still, the riftless ambition that will swallow up thine own life's means. Then, 'tis most likely sovereignty will fall upon Macbeth.
He is already named and gone to Scone to be invested.
Will you to Scone? No, cousin. Will suffice. Well, I will thither.
Well, may you see things well done there. Adieu, lest our old road sit easier than our new.
Farewell.
Our chief guest.
If he had been forgotten, it had been as a gap in our great feast, and all thing unbecoming.
Tonight we'll hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command upon me, to the which my duties are with the most indissoluble tie forever knit.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
We should have else desired your good advice at this day's council, which still hath been both grave and prosperous. But we'll take tomorrow. Is it far you ride?
As far, my lord, as will fill up the time twixt this and supper. Go not my horse the better, I must become a borrower of the night for a dark hour or twain.
Fail not our feast.
My lord, I will not. Thou hast it now, King, Cawdor, Glamis, all as the weird women promised, and I fear thou playedst most foully for it. Yet it was said it should not stand in thy posterity, but that myself will be the root and father of many kings. If there come truth from them, as upon thee, Macbeth, their speeches shine. Why? By the verity on thee made good, may they not be my oracles as well, and set me up in hope. But hush, no more.
To be thus is nothing, but to be safely thus. Our fears in Banquo stick deep. In his royalty of nature reigns that which would be feared. 'Tis much he dares, and to that dauntless temper of his mind, he hath the wisdom that doth guide his valor to act in safety. There's none but he whose being I don't fear, and under him my genius is rebuked, as it is said Mark Antony's was by Caesar. He chid the sisters, and first they put the name of king upon me, and bade them speak to him. Then, prophet-like, they hailed him father to a line of kings. Upon my head, they placed a fruitless crown, and put a barren scepter in my grip, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding. If this is so, for Banquo's issue have I filed my mind. For them, the gracious Duncan, have I murdered. Put rancors in the vessel of my peace, only for them, and mine eternal jewel given to the common enemy of man, to make them kings, the seeds of Banquo kings. We hear our bloody cousins are bestowed in England and in Ireland, not confessing to their cruel parricide, filling their hearers with strange invention. But of that tomorrow, hie you to horse, until you return at night. Goes Fleance with you.
Aye, my good lord. Time does call upon us.
Well, I wish your horses swift and sure of foot, and so I do commend you to their backs. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. To make society the sweeter welcome, we will keep ourselves till supper time alone. Sir, on board. Attend those men our pleasure.
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. Now, go to the door and stay there till we call. Was it yesterday when last we spoke?
It was.
Well then now, have you considered my speeches? Know that it was he in the times past who held you so under fortune, which you thought had been our innocent self. This I made good to you in our last conference, passed in probation with you, how you were born in hand, how crossed, the instruments, who wrought with them, and all things else that might to half a soul into a notion crazed, saying, thus did Banquo.
You made it known to us.
I did so, and went further, which is now our point of second meeting. Do you find your patience so predominant in your nature that you can let this go?
We are men, my liege.
Aye, in the catalogue you go for men, as hounds and greyhounds, mongrels, spaniels, curs, choughs, water rugs, and demi-wolves are cleft all by the name of dogs. So are men. Now, if you have a station in the file not in the worst rank of manhood, say it, and I will put that business in your bosoms, whose execution takes your enemy off, who grapples you to the heart and love of us, who wear our health but sickly in his life, which in his death were perfect.
I am one, my liege, whom the vile blows in the face of the world hath some sense that I am reckless what I do to spite the world.
And I another, so weary with disaster, hugged with fortune, that I would set my life on any chance to mend it or be rid on it.
All of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So is he mine. And in such bloody distance that every minute of his being thrusts against my nearest of life. And though I could, with bare-faced power, sweep him from my sight and bid my will about it, yet I must not. For certain friends, both his and mine, whose loves I must not drop, but wail his fall, who I myself struck down. And thence it is that I to your assistance do make love, masking the business from the common eye for sundry weighty reasons.
We shall, my lord, perform what you command us.
Though our
Your
lives...
spirits shine through you. Within this hour at most, I will instruct you where to plant yourselves, for it must be done tonight. And something from the palace always thought that I require a clearness. And with him, Fleos, his son that keeps him company, whose absence is no less material to me than is his father's. Must embrace the fate of the dark hour. Resolve yourselves apart. I'll come to you anon.
We are resolved, my lord.
I'll call upon you straight. Abide within. It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Is Banquo gone from court?
Aye, madam, but returns again tonight.
Say to the king I would attend his leisure for a few words.
Madam, I will.
Nought's had, all's spent when our desire is got without content. 'Tis safer to be that which we destroy than by destruction live in doubtful joy. How now, my lord, why do you keep alone? Sorriest fancies your companions making, using those thoughts which should indeed have died with them they think on. Things without all resolve should be without regard. What's done is done.
We have scorched the snake, not killed it. She'll close and be herself, whilst our poor malice remains in danger of her former tooth. But let the frame of things disjoint, both the worlds suffer, ere we will eat our meal in fear and sleep in the affliction of these terrible dreams that shake us nightly. Better be with the dead, whom we, to gain our peace, have sent to peace, than on the torture of the mind to lie in restless ecstasy. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done his worst, nor steel nor poison. Nothing can touch him further.
Come on, gentle, my lord. Sleek over your rugged looks, be bright and jovial among your guests tonight.
So shall I, love. And so I pray be you, that your remembrance apply to Banquo, and present an eminence both with eye and tongue, unsafe the while that we must lave our honors in these flattering streams, and make our faces vizards of our hearts, disguising what they are.
Let's leave this.
Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou knowest that Banquo in its fleance lives.
But in them, nature's copy's not eternal.
There's comfort yet. They are assailable. Then be thou jargon. Ere the bat hath flown his cloistered flight, ere to Hecate's summons the shard-born beetle with his drowsy hums hath rung man's yawning peal, there shall be done a deed of dreadful note.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck, till thou applaud the deed. Come, sealing night, scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand, cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, while night's dark agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelst at my words, but hold thee still. Things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
Near approaches the subject of our watch.
Hark, I hear horses.
Give us a light there. Oh!
Then to see, the rest that are within another expectation are already in the court.
His horses go about.
Almost a mile, but he does usually so all men do. From hence to the palace gate maketh their walk.
Alight,
Tis he.
Stand to it.
It will be rain tonight.
Let it come down.
Oh, treachery!
Fly, fly, fly!
Thou makest revenge! Oh, villain!
Who did strike out that light?
Was it not the way?
There's but one down. The sun is fled.
we have lost best half of our affair.
Well, let's away and see how much is done.
Degrees, and first and last the hearty welcome.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Ourselves will mingle with society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state, but in best time we shall recline.
Pronounce it for me, sir, to all our friends, for my heart speaks they are welcome.
They encounter thee with their heart's thanks. Both sides are even, here I'll sit in the midst. Be large in mirth, and on we'll drink a measure. There's blood upon thy face.
'Tis Banquo's then.
'Tis better thee without than he within. Is he dispatched?
My lord, his throat is cut. That I did for him.
Thou art the best of the cutthroats. Yet he's good that did the like for Fleance. If thou didst it, thou art the nonpareil.
Most royal sir, Fleance is scaped.
Then comes my fit again. I had else been perfect, whole as the marble, founded as the rock, as broad and general as the casing air. But now I am cabined, cribbed, confined, bound into saucy doubts and fears. Banquo safe.
Aye, my lord, safe in a ditch he bides, with 20 trenchant gashes in his head, the least adept to nature.
Thanks for that. There the grown serpent lies. The worm that's fled hath nature that in time will venom breed. No teeth for the present. Get thee gone.
My royal lord, you do not give the cheers. The feast is sold, that is not often vouched, once is making, 'tis feed were best at home. From thence the sauced meat is ceremony. Eating were bare without it.
Sweet remembrance, sir. Now, good digestion, weight on appetite, and health on both.
May it please your highness sit.
Here had we now our country's honor roofed, were the graced person of our Banquo present, whom may I rather challenge for unkindness than pity for mischance.
His absence, sir, lays blame upon his promise. Please it your highness to grace us with your royal company?
The table's full.
Here's a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is it that moves you, majesty?
Which of you have done this?
My lord.
Thou canst not say I did it. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
I pray you, keep seats. My lord is often thus, and hath been from his youth. If you much note him, you shall offend him and extend his passion. Feed and regard him not. Are you a man?
I, and the bold one that dare look upon that which might appall the devil.
Proper stuff. This is the very painting of your fear. This is the air-drawn dagger which you said led you to Duncan. Oh, these flaws and starts, imposters to true fear, would well become a woman's story at a winter's fire, authorized by her grandam. Shame itself. Why do you make such faces when all's done? You look but on a stool.
Prithee, see there, behold and look! Lo, how say you? What dare I? If thou canst not speak too! Charnel houses in our grave must send those that we bury back. Our monuments shall be the maws of kites.
What quite a man can folly?
I stand here. I saw him!
Why, for shame.
Blood hath been shed ere now, in the olden time. Ere human statue purged the gentle wheel. Aye, and since too, murders have been performed too terrible for the ear. The time has been that when the brains were out, the man would die and there an end. But now they rise with 20 mortal murders on their crowns to push us from our schools. This is more strange than such a murder is.
My worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I do forget. Do not muse at me, my most worthy friends. I have a strange infirmity, which is nothing to all those that know me. Come, love and health to all. Then I'll sit down. Give me some wine, fill full. I drink to the general joy of the whole table, and to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here. To all, and to him we thirst, and all to all.
Our duties and the pledge.
Avaunt! Quit my sight! Let the earth hide thee! Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold! There is no speculation in those eyes which thou dost bear with!
Think of this worthy friends as but a thing of custom, tis no other. Only it spoils the pleasure of the time.
What man dares? I dare! Approach thou like the rugged Russian bear, the armed rhinoceros or the Harking tiger. Take any shape but this, and my firm nerves shall never tremble. Or be alive again, and tear me to the desert with thy sword. In trembling I am, and then protest me the baby of a girl. And its horrible shadow, unreal mockery, and... So, being gone, I am a man again. But I pray you, sit still.
You have displaced the mirth, broke the good meeting with most admired disorder.
Can such things be, and overcome us like a summer's cloud without our special wonder? You make me strange even to the disposition that I owe, and now I think you can behold such sights that keep the natural ruby of your cheeks when mine are blanched with fear.
What sights, my lord?
I pray you speak not. He grows worse and worse. Question enrages him. At once, good night. Stand not upon the order of your going, but go at once.
Good night, and better health to His Majesty.
A kind good night to all.
We'll have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. Stones have been known to move, and trees to speak. Augurs and understood relations have, by maggot pies and choughs and rooks, brought forth the secretest man of blood. What is the night?
Almost at odds with morning. Which is which?
Thou sayest thou that Macduff denies his person at our great meeting.
Did you send to him, sir?
I hear it by the way, but I will send. There's not a one of them but in his house I keep a servant feed. I will tomorrow, and betimes I will, to the weird sisters. More shall they speak, for now I am bent to know by the worst means the worst. For mine own good, all causes shall give way. I am in blood, stepped in so far, that were I to wade no more, returning were as tedious as go o'er. Strange things I have to head, but will to hand, that must be acted ere they may be scanned.
You lack the season of all natures. Sleep.
Will to sleep. My strain and self-abuse is the initiate fear that wants hard use. We are yet but young indeed.
Saucy and overbold, how did you dare to trade and traffic with Macbeth in riddles and affairs of death? And I, mistress of your charms, the close contriver of all harms, was never called to bear my part, or share the glory of our art. And which is worse, all that you have done hath been but for a wayward son, who spiteful and wrathful loves for his own ends, not for you. But make amends now. Get you gone, and to the pits of Acheron meet me in the morning. Thither you will come to know his destiny. Your vessels and spells provide, your charms and everything beside, I am for the air. This night I'll spend unto a dismal and fatal end. Great business must be wrought on ere noon. Upon the corner of the moon their hazy vapors drop profound. I'll catch it. Ere come to the ground, and that, distilled by magic sleights, shall raise such artificial sprites that by the strength of their illusion shall draw him to his conclusion. He shall spurn fate, scorn death, bear his hopes above wisdom, grace, and fear. And as we all know, security is mortal's chiefest enemy. Hark. I am called. My little spirit sea sits in a foggy cloud and awaits for me.
be back again.
My former speeches have but hit your thoughts, which can interpret farther. Only I say things have been strangely born. The gracious Duncan was pitied of Macbeth, marry, he was dead. The right valiant Banquo walked too late, whom you may say, if it please you, Fleance killed, for Fleance fled. Men must not walk too late. Who cannot want the thought how monstrous it was for Malcolm and for Donalbain to kill their gracious father? Dead in fact, how it did grieve Macbeth. Did he not straight in pious rage the two delinquents tear that were the slaves of drink and thralls of sleep? Was that not nobly done? Aye, wisely too, for 'twould have angered any heart alive to hear the men deny it. So that I say, he has borne all things well. And I do think that had he Duncan's sons under his key, as it please heaven he should not, they should find what it were to kill a father. So should Fleance, but peace. For from broad words, and because he felt his presence at the tyrant's feast, I hear Macduff lives in disgrace. Sir, can you tell where he bestows himself?
The son of Duncan, from whom this tyrant holds the due of birth, lives in the English court, and is received of the most pious Edward with such grace that the malevolence of fortune nothing takes from his high respect. Thither Macduff is gone to pray the holy king upon his aid, to wake Northumberland and warlike Siward, that with those and him above to ratify the work, we may once again bring to our tables meat, sleep to our nights, free from our feasts and banquets, bloody knives, do faithful honors and receive free homage, all of which we do pine for now. And this report hath so exasperated Macbeth that he prepares for some attempt of war.
Sent he to Macduff?
He did, and with an absolute "Sir, not I," the cloudy messenger turns me his back and hums, as who to say, "You'll rue the time that clouds me with this answer."
And that well might advise him to a caution to hold what distance his wisdom can provide. Some holy angel fly to the court of England and unfold his message ere he come, that a swift blessing may soon return to this, our suffering country, under a hand accursed.
I'll send my prayers with him.
Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
Scale of dragon. Tooth of wolf. Witch's mummy. Maw and gulp.
Of the refined salt sea shark. Roots of hemlock digged in the dark. Slivered in the moon's eclipse. Make this gruel thick and slab.
Add thereto a tiger chaudron.
For the ingredients of our cauldron. Double, double, toil and trouble. Fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with a baboon's blood. And then the charm is firm and good.
Oh, well done. I commend your pains, and everyone shall share the gains. And now, about the cauldron spin like elves and fairies in a ring, and chanting all that you put in.
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes.
Open locks.
Whoever knocks.
How now, secret, dark, and midnight hags? What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess, however you come to know it. Answer me. Answer me to what I ask you.
Speak, demand.
Will answer.
Say if thou'dst rather hear it from our mouths, or from our masters.
Call him. Let me see him.
Pour in Sal's blood that hath eaten her 9 pharaoh. Grease that sweating from the murderer's gibbet. Throw into the flame.
Come high or low, thyself in office deftly show.
Tell me, thou unknown power.
He knows thy thought. Hear his speech, but state thou not.
Macbeth, Macbeth, Macbeth! Beware Macduff! Beware Thane of Fife! Dismiss me. Enough.
Whatever thou art, for thy good caution, thanks. But a word more.
He will not be commanded. Oh, here's another, more potent than the first.
Macbeth. Macbeth. Macbeth!
Had I 3 ears, I'd hear thee.
Be bloody, bold, and resolute. Laugh to scorn the power of man, for none of woman born shall harm. Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff. What need I fear of thee? But yet I'll make assurance double sure and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live, ere I may tell pale-hearted fear in my eyes and sleep in spite of thunder. What is this that rises like the issue of a king and wears upon his baby brow the round and top of sovereignty?
Listen, but speak not to it.
The lion-mettled, proud, and take no care who chafes, who frets, or where conspires are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be until great Burnham Wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest? bid the tree unfix his earthbound root. Sweet bodements, good. Rebellious dead, rise never till the wood of Burnham rise, and the high-placed Macbeth shall live the lease of nature, paying his breath to time and mortal custom. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, if your art can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue reign ever in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more!
I will be satisfied. Deny me this, and an eternal curse fall upon you. Answer me! What is that noise?
Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Down! Thy crown to see my eyeballs. And my hair, no other gold-bound brows like the first, but dark is like the former. Filthy hands, why do you show me this? The fourth? What? Will the line stretch out to the crack of doom? Another yet, I'll see no more. And yet the fifth appears who bears a glass which shows me many more. And some I see, that twofold balls and treble scepters carry. Horrible sight! Now I see 'tis true, for the blood-bulged Banquo smiles upon me, and points at them for his. What is this true?
Aye, sir, all this is true. Then why stands Macbeth thus amazedly?
Come, sisters, cheer up his sprites, and share the best of our delights.
I'll charm the air to give a sound while you perform your antic round.
That this great king may kindly say our duties did his welcome pay.
Where are they? God, let this pernicious hour stand high accursed in the calendar. Come in without there.
What's your grace's will?
Saw you the weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereon they ride, and damned altars that trust them. I did hear the galloping of horse. Who was it that came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word Macduff is fled to England.
Fled to England?
Aye, my good lord.
Time now anticipates my dread exploits. The flighty purpose never is overtook unless the deed go with it. And even now, to crown my thoughts with acts, be it thought and done. The castle of Macduff I will surprise, seize upon Fife, give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all those unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No more boasting like a fool. This deed I'll do before this purpose cool. But no more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are.
What have you done to make him fly the land?
You must have patience, madam.
He had none. His flight was madness. When our actions do not, our fears do make us traitors.
You know not whether it was his wisdom or his fear.
Wisdom. To leave his wife, his babes, his mansion, and his titles in a place from whence himself does come. He loves us now. He wants the natural touch. For the poor wren, the most diminutive of birds, would fight her young ones in her nest against the owl. All is the fear and nothing is the love. So little as the wisdom where the fight so runs against all reason.
My dearest cuz, I pray you school yourself. But for your husband is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further, but cruel are the times when we are traitors and do not know ourselves. When we hold rumor from what we fear, yet know not what we fear. I take my leave of you. Shall not be long, but I'll be here again. Things at their worst will cease, or else climb back upwards to what they were before. My pretty cousin, blessings upon you.
He is father, yet he's fatherless.
I am so much a fool. Should I stay longer, it would be my disgrace and your discomfort. I take my leave at once.
Sarah, your father's dead. What will you do now? How will you live?
As birds do, Mother.
What, with worms and flies?
With what they get, I mean. And so do they.
Poor bird. Thou'st never fear the net nor line, the pitfall nor the gin.
Why should I, Mother? Poor birds. They are not set forth. My father is not dead, for all you're saying.
Yes, he is dead. How will thou do for a father?
Nay, how will you do for a husband?
Why, I can buy me 20 at any market.
Then you'll buy him to still again.
Thou speaks with all thy wit, and in faith with wit enough for thee.
Is my father a traitor, Mother?
Aye, that he was.
And what is a traitor?
Why, one that swears and lies.
And be all traitors that do so?
Everyone that does so is a traitor, and must be hanged.
And everyone that swears and lies must be hanged?
Everyone.
Who must hang them?
Why, the honest men.
Then swearers and liars are fools, for there are swearers and liars enough to beat the honest men and hang up them.
Now God help thee, poor monkey. But how wilt thou do for a father?
If my father were dead, you'd weep for him. If not, then it should be a good sign that I should quickly have a new father.
Poor Private, how thou talkst.
Bless you for the day. I am not too young, though in your state of honor I am perfect. I doubt some danger does approach you nearly. If you will take a homely knight's advice, be not found here, hence with your little one. To frighten you lest he thinks I am too savage. To do worse to you were called cruelty, which is too nigh your person. Heaven persevere you. I shall abide no longer.
Whither should I fly? I have done no harm. But I remember now I am in this earthly world. To do harm is often laudable. To do good sometimes accounted dangerous folly. Why then, alas, do I put up that womanly defense to say I have done no harm? What are these faces?
Where is your husband?
I hold in no place so unsanctified for such as thou may find him.
He is a traitor.
Thou liest! Thou shaggy villain!
What? You egg.
He has killed me, Mother. Run away. I pray you.
Let us seek out some desolate shade, and there reap our sad bosoms empty.
Let us rather hold fast the mortal sword and bestride our downfall and birthdom.
But I think I'll wail. This tyrant, whose sole name blisters our tongues, was once thought honest. You have loved him well. Not touched you yet.
I'm not tyrannical.
But Macbeth is.
I have lost my hopes.
Perchance even there where I did find my doubts. Why in that rawness left you wife and child, those precious motives, those strong knots of love without leave taking? I pray you let not my jealousies be your dishonors, but mine own safeties. You may be rightly just, whatever I shall think. No, be not offended. I speak not as an absolute fear of you. I think our country sinks beneath the yoke, it weeps, it bleeds, and each new day a gash is added to her wounds. I think withal there would be hands uplifted, am I right? and here from gracious England have I offer of goodly thousands. But for all this, when I shall tread upon the tyrant's head or wear it on my sword, oh, yet my poor country will have more vices than it had before, more sundry, more suffer, by him that shall succeed.
What should he be?
It is myself I mean, and you might know all the particular vices so grafted that, when they shall be opened, Macbeth will seem as pure as snow.
Not in the legions of horrid hell could come a devil more damned and evil to top Macbeth.
Grant him bloody, luxurious, avaricious, sudden, false, deceitful, smacking of every sin that has a name. But there's no bottom, none, to my voluptuousness and my desire. All continent impediments would overbear that did oppose my will. Better Macbeth than such an one to reign.
But yet, be not afraid to take upon you what is yours.
With this, there grows in my most ill-composed affection a staunchless avarice that, were I king, I should cut off the nobles for their lands, desire his jewels and this other's house. My more having would be a sauce to have me hunger more, that I should forge quarrels unjust against the good and loyal, destroying them for wealth.
But yet do not fear. Scotland hath poison to take upon your own, and all these are portable with other races' weight.
Nay, had I power, I should pour the sweet milk of concord into hell, uproar all universal peace, and confound all unity on earth. If such a one be fit to govern, speak. I am as I have spoken.
Fit to govern? No, not to live. O nation miserable, of an untitled tyrant bloody sceptred, when shalt thou see thy wholesome days again? Thy royal father was a most sainted king. These evils that were pieced upon thyself hath banished me from Scotland. O my breast, thy hope ends here.
Macduff, this noble passion, child of integrity, hath from my soul wiped the black scruples, reconciled my thoughts to thy good truth and honor. Devilish Macbeth, by many of these trains that sought to win me into his power, God above, deal between thee and me, for even now I put myself to thy direction and unspeak mine own detractions. Here abjure the taints and blames I laid upon myself for strangers to my nature. I am yet unknown to woman, never was forsworn, scarcely as coveted what was mine own, at no time broke my faith, would not betray the devil to his fellow, and delight no less in truth than life. What I am is thine, and whither indeed, before that hero approached, old Siward with 10,000 warlike men already at a point was setting forth, now will, together, and with the chance of goodness, be like our warrants of quarrel. Well, why are you silent?
Such welcome and unwelcome things at once, 'tis hard to reconcile.
Well, more anon. Comes the king forth, I pray you.
Aye, sir. There are a crew of wretched souls that stay his cure. Their malady convinces the great assay of art that at his touch we presently emit.
I thank you, doctor.
What's the disease he meets?
'Tis called the evil. Most miraculous work in this good case. Since my year remained in England, I have seen him do.
See who comes here.
My countryman, yet I know him not.
My ever gentle cousin. Welcome hither.
I know him now. Good God! Be time to remove the means that make us strangers.
Sir, amen.
Stay in Scotland where it did.
Alas, poor country almost afraid to know itself. Cannot be called our mother, but our grave. For violent sorrow seems a modern ecstasy.
Oh, relation too nice, yet too true.
What's the newest grief?
That of an hour's age, doth the speaker. Each minute seems a new one.
How's my wife?
Why, well.
And all my children?
Well, too.
The tyrant has not battered their peace?
No. They were well at peace when I did leave them.
Do not coy of your speech. How goes it?
When I came hither to transport the tidings which I had heavily borne, there ran rumor of many worthy fellows that were out. Now is the time of help. Your eye in Scotland would create soldiers, make our women fight to doff their dire distresses.
Be it their comfort, we are coming thither. Gracious England has lent us good Siward,
an older and better soldier, none.
Would I could enter the comfort of the light, but I have words.
What concern they? The general cause, or is it a fee grief due to some single breast?
No mind that's honest, but in it shares some woe, but the main part pertains to you alone.
If it be mine, keep it not from me. Quickly, let me have it.
Let not your ears despise my tongue forever. Your castle is surprised, your wife and babes savagely slaughtered.
Merciful heaven. What? Man, never pull your hat upon your brows. Give sorrow words. The grief that does not speak whispers the overfraught heart that bids it break.
My children, too?
Wife, children, servants, all that could be found.
My wife, killed too.
I have said.
Be comforted. Let us make medicines of this great revenge to cure this deadly grief.
He has no children. All, my pretty ones? Did you say all? Oh, hell kite, all? What? All my pretty chickens and their dam in one fell swoop?
Dispute it. Like a man.
I shall do so, but I must also feel it as a man! I cannot but remember such things that were most precious to me. Did heaven look on and not play their part? Sinful Macduff, they were all struck for thee, not for their own demerits, but for mine. Thou slaughtered their souls. Heaven rest them now.
Be this the whetstone of your sword. Let grief convert to anger, blunt not the heart, enrage it.
Oh, I could play the woman with mine eyes and braggart with my tongue. But, gentle heavens, cut short all intermission. Front to front, bring thou this fiend of Scotland and myself within my sword's length. If he escape, heaven forgive him too.
This tune goes manly. Come, go we to the king. Our power is ready. Our lack is nothing but our leave. Macbeth is ripe for shaking. Receive what cheer you may. The night is long that never finds the day.
I have 2 nights watch with you and received no truth in your report. When was it she last walked?
Since His Majesty went into the field, I've seen her rise from her bed, throw her nightgown upon her, unlock her closet, take forth paper, fold it, write upon it, read it, afterwards seal it, and again return to bed, yet all while in the most vast sleep.
Great perturbation in nature to receive at once the benefit of sleep and do the effects of watching. In this slumbery agitation, besides her walking and other actual performances, what at any time have you heard her say?
That, sir, which I will not report after.
You made to me, 'tis most meet you should.
Neither you nor anyone have no witness to confirm my speech. Look, here she comes. This is her very guise. Put my life fast asleep. Observe her. Stand close.
How came she by that light?
While I stood by her, she is light by her continually. It is her command.
You see her eyes are open.
Aye, their sense are shut.
What is it she does now? Look how she rubs her hands.
It is an action of custom within her, the same as us washing our hands. I have known her to continue in this corner now.
Yet, here's a spot.
Hark, she speaks. I will set down what comes from her to satisfy my remembrance the more strongly.
Out. Damn spot. Out, I say. 1, 2. I think 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fie, my lord, fie. What? A soldier and a fear. What need we fear who knows it, when none can call our power to account? I would have thought the old man to have had so much blood.
Did you mark that?
The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What, will these hands ne'er be clean? No more that, my lord, no more that. You mar all with this starting.
Go to. You have known what you should not.
She spoke what she should not, I am sure. Heaven knows what she's.
Here's the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand.
The heart is sorely charged.
Our Lennox is hard in my bosom for the dignity of the whole body.
Well.
Pray God at peace.
This disease is beyond my practice. And I have known those who have walked in their sleep, which have died holily in their beds.
Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. I tell you again, Banquo was buried. He cannot come out on his grave.
Even so.
To bed. To bed. There's a knocking at the gate. Come. Give me your hand. It's done. Cannot be undone. To bed. To bed.
Will she go now to bed?
Right.
Foul whisperings are abroad. Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. Infected minds to their deaf pillows will discharge their secrets. Nor needs she the divine and the physician. God forgive us all. Look after her. Remove from her the means of all annoyance, and still keep eyes upon her. So, good night. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night.
English power is near, led by Malcolm, his uncle Siward, and the good Macduff. Revenge is burning them for their dear causes, which the bleeding and grim alarm excite the mortified man.
Near Burnham Wood shall we all meet them. That way they're coming.
Who knows if Donalbain be with his brother?
For certain, sir, he is not. I have a file of all the gentry. There is Siward's son and many unrough youths that even now protest the first of manhood.
What does the tyrant?
Great Duncan's he strongly fortifies. Some say he's mad. Others that lesser hate him do call it valiant fury. But for certain he cannot buckle his distempered cause within the belt of our rule.
Now does he feel his secret murders sticking on his hands, not minutely revolts of great as faith breach. Those he commands move only in command, nothing in love. Now does he feel his title hang loose about him like a giant's robe.
Who then shall blame his pestered senses to recoil and start, when all that is within him does condemn itself for being there?
Well, march we on, to give obedience to where it is truly owed. Meet we the medicine of the sickly wheel, and pour we in our country's purge each drop of us.
Or, so much as it needs, to dew the sovereign flower and drown the weeds. Make we our march towards Burnham.
To Burnham!
Bring me no more reports. Let them fly on. Till Burnham Wood removed to Duncan's, I cannot taint with fear. What's the boy Malcolm? Was he not born of woman? The spirits that know all mortal consequence have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's of a woman born shall e'er have power upon thee. Then fly, false thanes, and mingle with the English epicures. The mind I sway by and the heart I bear shall never sag with doubt, nor shake with fear. Thou God-faced loon, where gott'st thou that goose look?
Sir, there is 10,000
Geese, villain?
soldiers, sir.
Go prick thy face and overend thy fear, thou lily-livered boy. What soldiers, Patch? Death of thy soul, those linen cheeks of thine are counselors to fear. What soldiers, Wayface?
The English force, so please you.
Go take thy face hence. Satan! I am sick at heart when I behold. Satan, I say! I have lived long enough. My way of life has fallen into the sear, the yellow leaf. And those things which should accompany old age, as honor, love, obedience, troops of friends, I must not look to have. But in their place, curses, not loud but deep, mouth honor, breath which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. Satan!
What's your gracious pleasure?
What news more?
All is confirmed, my lord, which was reported.
I'll fight till from my bones my flesh be hacked. Give me my armor.
'Tis not needed yet.
I'll put it on. Go, send out more horses, scur the country round, hang those that talk of fear. Give me my armor! Doctor, how goes that patient?
Not so sick, my lord, as she is troubled with thick-coming fancies that keep her from her rest.
Cure of that! Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased, pluck from the memory a rooted sorrow, raise out the written troubles of the brain, and with some sweet oblivious antidote, cleanse the stuffed bosom of that perilous stuff that weighs upon the heart?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physic to the dogs! I'll none of it. Come, put my armor on. Give me my staff. Doctor, the thanes fly from me. Satan, send out. If thou couldst, Doctor, cast the water of my land, find her disease, and purge it to a sound and pristine health, I would applaud thee to the very echo that should applaud again. Pull it off, I say. What rhubarb, senna, what purgative drug would scour these English heads? Hearest thou of them?
Aye, my good lord. Your royal preparations make us hear something.
Bring it after me. I will not be afraid of death or pain. The Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane.
Were I from Dunsinane away and clear, profit again should hardly draw me near.
Cousins, I hope the days are near at hand that Chambers will be safe.
We doubt it nothing.
What wood is this before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bough and bear it before him. Thereby shall we shadow our discovery ere in report of us.
It shall be done.
We learn no other but the confident tyrant keeps still in Dunsinane, and will endure our setting down before it. 'Tis his main hope. For when there is advantage to be given, none both more and less have given him the revolt. None serve with him but constrained things whose hearts are absent too.
Let our just censures attend the true event, and put we on industrious soldiership.
The time approaches with due decision make us know what we shall say we have and what we owe. Thoughts speculative their unsure hopes relate, but certain issues, strokes, must arbitrate, towards which advance the war.
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still, they come. Here let them lie. Were they not forced with those that should be ours, we would have met them dareful, beard to beard, and beat them backward home. What's that noise?
It is the cry of women, my good lord.
I have almost forgot the taste of fears. The time has been my senses would have cooled to hear a night shriek, and my fell hairs would at a dismal treatise rouse and stir as life were in it. I have supped full with horrors. Direness, familiar to my slaughterous thoughts, cannot once starve me. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow. And tomorrow. And tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out. Out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player who struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. Comes to use thy tongue, thy story quickly.
Gracious my lord, I must report that which I say I saw, but know not how to do it.
I'll say, sir.
As I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked toward Burnham, and anon methought the wood began to move.
Liar!
Let me endure your wrath, if it be not so. Within this 3 mile, wait me, you see it, I say, a moving grove.
If thou speakest false, I pull in resolution and begin to doubt the equivocation of the fiend that lies like truth. Fear not, till Burnham would do come to Dunsinane, and now a wood comes to a Dunsinane. Arm and out! If this which he avouches does appear, there can be no flying hence nor tarrying here. I begin to be aweary of the sun, and wish the estate of the world were now undone. Ring the alarm bells! Blow wind, come rack! At least we'll die with harness on our back!
Now, near enough. Your leafy screens throw down and show like those you are. You, worthy uncle, shall with my cousin, the right noble son, lead our first battle. Worthy Macduff, and we shall do what else remains to do, according to our order.
I fare thee well. Do we but find the tyrant's power tonight? Let us be beaten if we cannot fight.
Make all our trumpets speak. Give them all breath. These clamorous harbingers of blood and death.
They have tied me to a stake. I cannot fly, but bear-like I must fight the course. What's he that was not born of woman? Such a one am I to fear, or none?
What is thy name?
Thou'st be afraid to hear it.
No, but thou callest thyself a harder name than any is in hell.
My name's Macbeth.
The devil himself could not pronounce the title more hateful to mine ear.
No, nor more fearful.
Thou liest, abhorred tyrant. With my sword I'll prove the lie thou speakest.
To bear their staves, either thou, Macbeth, or my sword I seethe again, undeeded with an unbattered edge. There thou shouldst be. By this great note, one of great clatter seems brooded. Let me find him fortune, and more I beg not.
This way, my lord. The castle's gently rendered. The tyrant's people on both sides to fight. The noble thanes do bravely in the war. The day itself almost professes yours, and little is left to do. We have met with foes that strike beside us. Enter, sir, the castle.
Why should I play the role and die on my own sword? As I see lives, the gashes do better upon them.
Turn, hellhound, turn!
All men else I have avoided. But get me back. My sword is too much charged with blood dyed already.
I have no words. My voice is my sword. That bloodier villain than Herb can give thee out.
Thou losest labor. As easily mayst thou the entrench'd dare with thy keen sword oppressors make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on vulnerable crests. I bear a charmed life, which must not yield to one of woman born.
Spare thy charm, and tell the angel thou still assert. Tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb. Untimely rip!
Cursed be the tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. And be these juggling fiends no more believed, that palter with us in a double sense. Keep the word of promise to our ear and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, O coward, and live to be the show and gaze of the time. We shall have thee, as our rare mounted word, painted upon a pole, and underwrit, here may you see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be baited with the rabble's curse. Though Burnham would become to Duncan, and now opposed, being of no woman born, yet I will try the last. Before my body, I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and damned be him that first cries, hold, enough!
Some must go off, and yet by these I see, as great a day as this was cheaply bought. Macduff is missing, and your noble son.
Your son, my lord, has paid a soldier's debt. He only lived till he was a man. Like a man, he died.
Then he is dead?
Aye, and brought off the field. Your cause of sorrow must not be measured for his work, for that it hath no end.
Had he his hurts before?
Aye, on the front.
Why then, God's soldier he be. If I had as many sons as I have hairs, I could not wish them to a fair death. And so his knell is knolled. He's worth more sorrow, and that I'll spend for him. He's worth no more. They say he fought well and paid his score, that God be with him. Here comes newer comers.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold, where stand the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom pearl, whose voices speak salutations of mine, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King of Scotland!
Hail, King of Scotland!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen shall henceforth be earls, the first that ever sculled in such an honor name. What's more to do than to call home our exiled friends that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen. This, and what needless else to do, that calls upon us by the grace of grace, we will perform in measured time and place. So thanks to all at once, and to each one, whom we invite to see me crowned at Scune.
Hail, King of Scotland!
That's